Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today. Do you recognize where we are? We are currently in Korriban. That's right, in the place where the Sith exist. And Bastila is on with us, so she won't have to give us any excuse as to why she's not coming with us outside. And good things will happen, I'm sure. Everything is gonna be fine. It's fine. So we did... Yeah, let's just go. So we're gonna bring Jedis, just Jedis in general. It's always good fun having a Jedi team, and especially in a place where there are Sith. What? Wait a minute, what? I'm in the right spot, ain't I? That is the cantina. Okay, yeah, I'm in the right spot. There's the Zerka store, and that's to Korriban. That's where we were going, and that's the mechanic.
Still around the starport, I see. Heading off soon.
No, I've just... Seriously? Are you... Okay.
Yep.
I don't even have words for that. Like, we've been gone so long. So long. We've gotten ourselves into trouble with a Sith Master or Sith Lord or whatever they call their own boss or whatever. The Port Authority, I'll see you guys later. I've done all my... Force persuasion that I needed for that. We have dealt with the new recruits who were trying to kill... I don't remember who it was, but well, they wanted to flail them or something. Just terrible things in general would have happened if we hadn't intervened. So no terrible things happened. On the other side, we didn't go much past that door over there. Hey, Luja, should I talk to you? Oh, there you are. Do you have the spicy one? Yeah, I couldn't find your container. Is that the Red 47? I think it is. I couldn't find your container, man. No. Could you be persuaded to continue looking for it? The spice it carries is most eagerly awaited by my employers. I'll try looking again. Okay, whatever. I wonder what that is all about. I really don't understand what he means by any of that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we did something wrong, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Here we are, in Korriban. It's a volcanic world, much like the home world of the Zerg and stuff like that. Oh, wait a minute, that's not this intellectual property. We have a computer spike. It doesn't look like the home world of the Zerg, though, at all. Computer spikes are good to have, however, so I'll take all of those. There's nothing there. Over here, we have a repair kit. Very good, even though we are not going to need it. And we basically never need it unless we are actually using our robot friends. A prospective Sith student. Oh. You are prospective hospital attendants, if you don't... Like, what is going on with him? Is he constipated or something? Meckel, I'm going to talk to the students over there in a little bit, but...
Leave me be. Can't you see that I'm busy?
No, I really can't. That is a thing that I can't do. Really can't, because you really didn't look like it. Are you one of the Sith from the Academy?
Isn't that obvious?
Oh my god.
You must be very sharp to possess such an astute sense of perception. Obviously death, however, since I asked you to leave.
Can I ask you some questions?
No, you may not. I'm busy amusing myself, and I'm not going to miss any of the fun. Now get lost before I teach you a lesson.
Oh, I want to learn a lesson.
Leave me be. Can't you see?
Oh, can't you?
Isn't that...
Oh, that's such a shame. That is such a shame that he doesn't teach me a lesson. Because I'm of a mind to teach you all guys a lesson. Let's see what these guys have to do over here. That guy really must feel bad. I'm gonna save before I talk to them. Hi.
You'll get your turn soon enough, fool. And when you do, I will be there, laughing as you collapse from heat exhaustion and Mikkel's beatings.
I will? What? Well, there are dead people around here, or unconscious anyway.
Please, don't hurt me. I am too weak with hunger.
That must not be his problem, though. Because he's making a huge amount of effort to like, that posture is terrible for your energy conservation. I have to stand at attention. Please, don't distract me, whoever you are. What are you doing? I'm trying to prove my worth to enter the Sith Academy here. We were told that if we stood here long enough, we would be worthy.
Seems like not much to do to be worthy of anything. How long you been up to it, boy?
We've been here for so many days. I'm so hungry. Some of us have died, but I must be strong. I must. I'll keep standing. So they give you water, apparently. Otherwise you wouldn't be hungry. Because that's always what happens. Never forget, like I learned this when I was like 4. Water is more important than food. You will die of thirst so much sooner before you die of hunger. Like, you'd be pesky as right about now. You'd be like, you know what, I could eat something. I haven't eaten in 2 days. I could eat something. But his brain activity is so impaired anyway that he wouldn't be able to gather the resources to speak like this. Because he'd be like, in 2 days, out near in the desert, you die of... you'd die of thirst in like 6 hours, most likely. Just because the air is so not humid that it just draw all the liquid out of your body and just you die. Yeah, probably 6 to 12 hours, probably your average life expectancy if you don't have water in the desert. Of course, this being an alien desert could be even less. Actually, it couldn't. I think there's a minimum for that, or a maximum rather, because you know you can't go below 0% humidity. But then again, temperature and there's wind and there's God knows what. And these guys are moving about a bunch, so yeah. Who put you up to this? Meckel. He's the Sith. He is the Sith. The one watching us from over there. He said this was how he would prove our worth. I must be strong. Meckel will find me worthy. Soon, I hope. Well, he definitely won't find you worthy. But I'm gonna put a stop to this, especially because this guy has a weird name. We can call him Meckel, not Mikkel, because Mikkel is weird.
Is there something specific you wanted?
Oh, he has a different line now. Are you Meckel?
And what if I am?
And what if you are? Are you? Like, there's so many ways to taunt people and just make them upset at you. Usually, it's not usually it involves making yourself look the fool, but it's a very easy trick. Make yourself look the fool. Do things that are unexpected. People will get upset. If only because you're wasting their time. And especially this guy who was so itsy about his time. Why are you making those men stand there?
That is the whole point.
Why?
Personally, I think it's wonderful fun.
Is it?
Those fools actually think that if they stand there long enough, I'll let them become a Sith. Idiots. A Sith is not a bantha, all endurance and no brains. A Sith would fight for his life, no matter the odds. If these rot grubs are as stupid as they seem, then they deserve their fate.
Oh. So it is a real test. Huh. Even though the first line is, it isn't. Well, it just explained that it is. He just said a Sith would fight for his life, which they are not. They're basically wasting it away like idiots. Now, they are idiots because they want to join the Sith. They're also gullible and idiots that they don't recognize the basic tenets of Sith. But whatever. Also, they don't recognize that this guy is just watching them. They're idiots in general, especially the guy in the middle. He's the most idiotest of them all. So wouldn't it be more merciful just to kill them? That's not the point. And also, mercy? What is that? That's a weakness in the eyes of the Sith. I demand you stop this at once, with an exclamation mark at the end, please.
You demand?
I do.
Why would I listen to you?
You're listening to me.
Please. And if watching these fools starve themselves amuses me, that's what I'll do.
You should not toy with people's lives.
Why not just shoot them where they stand? It would at least be more direct.
It is a bit boring standing out here.
Yeah,
all
but
day,
you're simple,
however.
so...
I think I'll go for some dinner. It will be fun to think of them while I gorge myself.
See?
They'll still be here in an hour or two, surely. I suggest you run along before I decide to make you part of the fun.
He's got a simple mind. He's entertained by simple things. Huh, make me part of the fun, he says to a guy wearing Master Jedi robes and a lightsaber. And backed by Master Jedis at the back, with lightsabers as well.
Leave me be. I won't listen to your manipulations. I will make it into the academy. Just...
No.
You talked to Meckel?
Yes.
Have I proved my worth? Did he say anything?
He did, and thank you for pronouncing his name like that. Meckel is tricking you. He'll never let you into the academy. Also, certainly not the way you're doing it.
Oh, no. All this for nothing.
See? The idiot. Oh, you were talking to Meckel. I saw you. Where did he go? Did he tell you I was worthy? I said... I guess I could say that, that yes. Can I say that yes? He said that you'd go home. No, I can't say that yes. That'd be funny. Even though, you know, it'd be funny from a theoretical standpoint because I wouldn't say it because I'm playing light side. So, yeah, Meckel is tricking you. He'll never let you into the academy. What? And I've wasted all this time? How could I have been so foolish? I could have died. I'll find another way in, I swear it. I'll show him. Thank you. I really didn't put the emphasis, the correct emphasis on his line. I was doing that on purpose, though. Hey, you jerk.
Leave me be. Just a few hours longer. Just a few hours, Shirley.
Don't call me Shirley. Well, just a few hours for sure. I mean, he was the worst of them all. Can I loot their bodies? I wouldn't mind that. Hey, Johanny, can you please let me? Thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, sir.
You are neither a Sith, nor do you bear the medallion of a student of this facility. Please, leave at once.
Oh, I don't need to be a Sith. You can let me inside, but I'll talk to you in a little bit. How do I be? What's this medallion you mentioned?
It is the device given to one who has been accepted into the academy, but has not yet proved their worth as a student. If one of the Sith decides you are worthy, you will be given one, which you must then take to Yuthura Ban, who I believe is in the cantina. It is she who decides which hopefuls enter the academy.
Okay, well, let's start with the persuasion. He's not gonna fall for it. Maybe he is. I need to get inside. I have been sent to speak with the master of the academy.
No one gets inside,
yes.
Citizen. Messages and deliveries must be relayed through official Sith channels only.
Can you tell me about the medallion again?
It is the device given to one who has been accepted. If one of the Sith decides you are worthy, you will be given one, which you must then take to Yuthura Ban.
Yuthura Ban, gotcha. You'll let me inside, though.
I have been conditioned to resist mental persuasion, citizen. Please, do not attempt that again.
Why not? Well, because I can't, actually. I'll be going.
On your way, citizen.
Okay, so we have our hands kind of tied. We need to go to Yuthura Ban. This door is only open to members of the Sith Academy. So we need to go to Yuthura Ban and extort some medallion out of them. See what can, well, maybe not, it's not going to be quite like that, but at least we know where to go. So, Dreshdai. Oh, Dreshdai. That's the name of this place? Sure. And these are all prospective Sith. Not Yuthura Ban over here. Citizen. Once you click them, you need to... No, don't talk to him. He's the Pazak player. I think. Rodian. He's upset, though. That guy over there. Yuthura Ban. Oh, back there. Hi. Oh, did I talk to you before? Maybe. Hi.
Is there something you need, Jedi? Make it good, for I have little patience.
I don't think I talked to her. I don't remember her, and I certainly don't remember the voice actress, because she has a very specific voice, then that we haven't heard. One that we haven't heard before. Why did you call me Jedi?
You think me a fool? You think I do not recognize a lightsaber when I see it? You are far from the first Jedi who has come here after all, willing to abandon that decrepit order of yours.
Can I ask you some questions?
I am sure there are plenty of others who would answer your questions. I am quite busy, so if there's nothing else...
Are you Yuthura Ban?
I am. Obviously you have been told of me. Is it your desire, then, to train at the Academy? Do you wish to become a Sith human?
No. I would never join the Sith.
No? Why might that be? There is something odd about you, human, that I cannot place. Obviously you're a Jedi. One who is very strong in the Force, it seems. So were you a part of the Order for very long? Did they train you?
I don't want to leverage my past here. I could do that, I suppose. I mean, I didn't see if there were a choice for that then. Did they train me? What difference does it make?
Perhaps none. Perhaps all the difference in the world. Either way, you possess enough raw power to intrigue me greatly. With that kind of power, you could become a great Sith. Perhaps, if I let you. Does that interest you?
Yes, it does. I wish to become a Sith.
Ah, good. Exactly the sort of answer I was hoping for. I will take you to the Academy, and we shall see if you are ready to join the ranks of the Sith. I have only one other question. These companions of yours, they will not be coming with you, I presume?
They're slaves. Don't worry about them.
My hearing's not so good. I'm just pleased my nice master doesn't beat me so much anymore. Yes, sir.
There's something odd about this servant of yours. No matter.
Yeah, he's a
Make
Jedi
sure
as well,
they
you
don't
idiot.
disturb your training or cause trouble. You are responsible for them. Now, are you ready to go to the Academy?
It's interesting that the game allowed me to choose the persuade/lie. That's the only difference, that has the /lie. And that's more of a symptom of something that I really don't agree with, which is assigning light value and dark value to lines of dialogue that have no consequence. Basically, if we had just one single line, of, yes, I want to become a Sith, the game wouldn't know what my intentions as a player were, so the game wouldn't be able to tell, oh, that's a dark side or a light side of things. But I think we are going to lay the light side points because we lied on that. I'm not really sure how that fits into the lore, but because I don't know if the Jedi lie. I suppose they do. I'm not really sure. They're sort of knights, and sometimes people associate chivalry with not lying. Of course, chivalry is a whole complex matter, and so are the Jedis, to be honest. Just it's interesting that there is a need for that more than. I think it's a symptom. It's not really a problem that you need to choose whether you're lying or not, because we could choose whether we were lying or not post fact, and that's usually how things go. Sometimes you say things in earnest, and then you figure out, if I do this, I'm gonna make myself a liar, and you can be okay with that. You can be okay with being a liar, depending on the situation and all that. But yes, I am, and I've been lying a bunch as well since then.
Then let us leave. The Master of the Academy awaits you.
Oh, we're gonna meet the Master right now? I'm so underdressed.
Greetings, prospective students. It appears we have a late entry. Who do you bring before me, Uthura? A young human bristling with the Force?
A human that has had some training, it seems, Master Uthar. Very promising, I think.
That I'll judge for myself, thank you. Tell me, human, what do you know of the ways of the Sith? What preconceptions has your mind been polluted with?
None of the preconceptions. My mind is, look at this clean-shaven head. No pollution here. This is just fine. It's just beautiful skin. Let's see. The Sith are evil and have surrendered themselves. Well, I'm gonna need to put, I'm inside the Academy, so I could just, kill them all. But then again, I don't know what that is gonna be. As long as I'm inside the Academy, I suppose I can do whatever I want. So let's see, I know more about the Sith than you. I've just forgotten. Oh, that's the leverage I really didn't want to bring. I know that the Sith are powerful, a force to be reckoned with. The Sith are evil and have surrendered themselves to the temptation and corruption of their power. The Sith do what they want and pay no heed to duty or discipline. Now, these two last lines are... I'm tempted to go with that, but they're a problem. Okay, so let's start with the last one. Basically, they pay no heed to duty or discipline. Now, that's not quite true. It just means that the discipline of the Sith is a different sort. They do have a very strict discipline, way stricter, at least in practical terms, and certainly in the way it is enforced, way stricter than that of the Jedi. Or at least the light Jedi, because there's dark Jedi. I'm not really sure how that goes, but yeah. So on the discipline side of things, like you saw the guys outside, they were like, oh, you must fight for your life and all that sort of stuff. And the duty, what I mean is, if there is one side of the Force that is aggressively pursuant of its intentions and of its principles, it is the Sith. They are blatantly Sith. They are jarringly Sith. And we saw that in Manan, I think it was, the ocean planet. And we saw that elsewhere as well. Like, the Sith are always on point. And the Jedi are a little bit more loose, especially with the Jedi that we have on our team. So I just disagree with that on a fundamental principle. This one has a little bit of a different thing there, because the corruption of their power and the temptation, this is more talking about the leaders of the Sith, rather than the foot soldiers. And trying to bring down a whole organization while just attacking the leaders and not the foot soldiers, well, that's not going to work. I mean, it's not. I mean, ideologically speaking, of course, militarily, sure, whatever. That wouldn't happen here either, I'm sure, because another Dark Lord would arise, and indeed, I think that is how it works in the setting of Star Wars. But basically, the problem here is that the soldiers themselves, they don't have the power. They let themselves be corrupted, but in hopes of acquiring that power. So it is a much more complicated issue than what is being portrayed on that one. So I'm gonna go with the first one because it's of these two, it's the lightest one. So I'll go with that, and I'll hope that nothing terrible happens.
Indeed. Then perhaps you would care to demonstrate for us the powers of a Sith Master. No? Then perhaps you shall keep your foolishness to yourself and actually learn something.
What? Are you
Jedi
complaining
the light
about
with
the dialogue
goodness and
structure?
Strength,
Are
and
you?
The dark with weakness and evil.
Hmm?
That is their tradition, and it is truly no surprise that they cling to it for comfort. We, however, do not treat the Force as a burden. We treat it as a gift, a thing to be celebrated. We use it to acquire power over others. And why should we not? Because the Jedi say we should not. We are as the Force is meant to be. The Jedi would hide that from you. They would tell you the dark side is too quick, too easy, all so that they need never challenge the passions that lie within them. Joining with us means realizing your true potential. It means not stifling yourself solely for the sake of hidebound shamans and their antiquated notion of order. Be what you were meant to be. What say you, Lasho? Are you ready to learn the secrets of the dark side? Dare you?
I dare, Master Uthar. I am ready.
Brash and fiery, as expected. Turn that passion to your advantage, child. What of you, Meekle? Are you ready?
I am, Master. More than ready.
I sense much anger within you.
And stupidity as well.
That is good. That will provide you power.
And stupidity.
Shardan, what of you?
I am always ready.
I see. You had best gather your wits for the trial ahead, boy, or you will not last. And you, young human, does this interest you?
What?
Are you ready to learn more of what I speak?
I didn't catch that. I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you over your linear dialogue line. What was that? Anyway. Yeah, I really didn't appreciate that line. Because I really would have liked to present my things. What he said, though, has a lot to deconstruct, but I'm just going to point out that what he says here, we are as the Force was meant to be. I would love if this setting, I don't think it is, but I don't think it, is there any analysis of the origin of the Force? Or, because the Force, at least as far as I understand it, it is not meant, it's not like it's a lore thing, but it's not meant to, oh, what created the Force? What exactly is it, and how does it work, and all that sort of stuff. It's not meant to be deconstructed like that, I think, otherwise you risk breaking the illusion of the setting. Or just, you know, you're worrying about things that don't really matter, I would say. Especially because, I think that's one of the reasons why Star Wars is a space opera rather than science fiction, which, of course, can be... The distinction is kind of tenuous, and I'm certainly not the best person to talk about that. Also, not having watched the movies, so yeah, what do I know? But what he said there, we are what the Force was meant to be. How do you know this? Like, the argument can't be simply that. You need to say, first, the Force was meant to be that, and that's why we follow it. Why was the Force meant to be that? How do you know this stuff? I guess maybe they do, but that's not a strong argument, and I can't really relate to them for the moment. What are my companions?
Your slaves. They are irrelevant. They may accompany you so long as they do not interfere with us or with your training. Are you ready or not, young one?
Power without consideration of morality is a weakness. Actually, is it? Well, I grew up really appreciating the value of the Spider-Man motto of with great power comes great responsibility. And that's mostly of what's going on in here with the morality implication. It is mostly that. It's basically the same line but phrased differently. Power without consideration for morality isn't a weakness, though, but it can be used against you. The thing is, imagine, imagine a child, like a prince that is his parent dies, and the prince goes into the throne and becomes king. That's a lot of power, but he might not be, well, because he's gonna be king, and maybe let's pretend that this is how it works for the sake of the example here, and he's not gonna be ready for the moral implications of all his decisions. And specifically, even if he's not given full power, he's not going to be aware of all the moral implications of the decisions that will be made for him with his consent, or at least with his official consent, even if he's not fully aware. So is that a weakness against him, or is that just a lack of power in of itself? If you're not aware of the moral implications of your decisions, are you actually powerful, or are you... You know what I mean? It's like, is the king actually powerful? Or would he be more powerful with the same official powers, but with the conscience and all the sort of stuff that comes with knowing the world, or knowing how the prince's decisions implicate upon the lives of people? You know what I mean? Maybe that's something that you could think of. But yeah, I'm gonna go with this one.
You are brave to argue, young one. I have met few students who would speak so openly to me. Ask yourself first what this morality is. How is it created? Who does it benefit? Where do your notions of good and evil come from? You may come to the realization that morality is but an obstacle to overcome, or not. The discovery is yours to make, should you be ready. Now then, all of you 5 recruits have shown a degree of facility with the Force.
I was kind to...
You all have the potential to become true Sith. Only one of you, however, will succeed.
I'd like to go back to
the one who succeeds will be admitted to the Academy as a full Sith. All others must wait until next year and try again, if you survive. My pupil, Euthura, shall be your teacher and master while you attempt to prove yourselves. Heed her words.
As Master Uthar said, none of you are true Sith yet. For that to occur, one of you must do enough of worth, gain enough prestige, to be selected. What is an act of worth? You must learn that for yourselves. Remember that you are competitors here.
Well, that kind of...
Fight for your destiny. Or go home.
If you wish to gain a lead over your competitors, the first of you to learn the code of the Sith and tell me of it will be rewarded. The rest is for you to discover. Welcome to the dark side, my children. Your one chance at true greatness lies here.
That was good, though. I would like to go back to that morality and evil and good. I'd really like that he would have let me do something there, at least so I could talk. What he said there is inherently flawed, although I do understand where he comes from, and I understand if somebody uses that argument like that. There's a problem with that conception of morality. It doesn't require you to think of good and evil to have morals. And understanding why that is it's very important, I would say. But yeah, and specifically in the understanding of the Sith, because what they said immediately after was doing something of worth. And that worth is moral. It is the morality that you make up for yourself, either willingly, unwillingly, with your own logic, without your own logic. Maybe you're just completely influenced by those around you. It doesn't matter. It's still your own obstacle to overcome, for sure, but also your own wall to lean against, if you so desire, of course. So, while I understand where he's coming from, he's starting off of a bad basically premise. But anyway, this game, we know how it goes with the good and evil thing and the light and dark side of things. That's not a big surprise that he would say something like that. I'm okay with that. Actually, that was a pretty cool section. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm sorry if I talked over him for a few lines and you were upset because of that. I did it on purpose to make it for effect. It was more of a role-playing style thing, but I understand it might have upset some of you, but sorry. I try not to do it too often. But anyway, that's going to be that for this episode. I'm KotOR RPG, and this has been Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all... Oh, and don't forget to like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But as I was saying, above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye. Say bye, slaves. The slaves don't say anything. Ah, well.